In part 1, we explored the integral meaning of dharma, what it truly signifies beyond simple definitions. We established that dharma is living and fluid. It adapts to context, duty, and stage of life. We also saw how every path within Sanatana Dharma, what the world knows as Hinduism, including yoga, has its own dharma. The yamas and niyamas themselves embody dharma. And in yoga, the highest dharma is moksha, liberation. So you see, dharma's meaning is multiple and is used in various contexts. There is no single English translation that can define it. And if you've listened to my episode on Sanskrit and decoloniality, you'll know that Sanskrit holds concepts. They're not simply words. You can't define a Sanskrit term accurately, so we have to use many words and explanations to even arrive at the idea of it. This speaks to the depth and greatness of Sanskrit, rather than the limitations of the English language. Can you now see how easy it has been for our sacred knowledge to be corrupted and colonized over time? It's the usual toxic approach of trying to box or label something that is too vast and profound to be contained. Even we, as Hindus, have to undo the harm and relearn our knowledge from the indigenous stewards of the tradition in order to receive the correct transmission of wisdom. Anyway, I digress. So, in part 1, we also covered Samanya Dharma, the universal principles that form the foundation of Vedic civilization and the dharmic way of life. This is the ethical order upheld by all beings, guiding us towards common values like righteousness, non-harm, and truthfulness. I didn't go into too much details with dharma in the yogic path or what exactly the ethical codes are in this path or within Samanya Dharma, because I'm assuming you already have a yoga practice and are likely a seeker, so you probably already know the details, and maybe you're living the practice too, or at least seeking the right knowledge. Anyway, today we go deeper into the specific types of dharma and how they shape our roles, responsibilities, and inner alignment. Let's start with Vishesa Dharma, and this is context-specific dharma. Vishesa Dharma refers to one's unique duty based on circumstances, role in society, and stage of life. Unlike the universal laws, Vishesa Dharma is fluid, adapting to specific conditions. This is where personal responsibility and discernment come in. It's about very specific situational ethics. The next type is Varṇāshrama Dharma, the fourfold social and life structure. This is one of the most misrepresented and exploited aspects of Dharma, which has created real-world problems. The Varna system, originally based on gunas, qualities, and karma, actions, has been distorted through colonial and oppressive lenses. However, its true essence is rooted in natural tendencies and skills. So the 4 types are Brahmana, those inclined toward higher knowledge, teaching, and wisdom traditions; Kshatriya, those with warrior spirit, leadership, and governance skills; Vaishya, those skilled in trade, commerce, and agriculture; and Shudra, those engaged in physical and service-based skills. These are not rigid classifications, but fluid roles determined by one's swabhava, the inner nature, and guna, qualities. A person's dharma can shift based on their inner growth and choices. Similarly, Ashrama Dharma refers to duties based on life stages. These are Brahmacharya, learning and self-discipline; Grihastha, family work and social responsibilities; Vanaprastha, withdrawal into spiritual contemplation; and Sannyasa, devotion to liberation and self-realization. These natural progressions help maintain cosmic balance and social order. And then there's Raja Dharma, the duty of leaders in the world and right governance to maintain social order and justice. And next is Kula Dharma, family duty. This is where it gets deeply personal, especially if you identify as a cycle breaker or the black sheep in your family system. Kula Dharma refers to ancestral obligations, customs, and spiritual practices and rituals that are passed down through family traditions. Many sensitive souls today feel called to restore lost traditions, whether through ancestral healing, restoring Vedic rituals, or realigning with dharmic principles. There are many out-of-box thinkers, deep feelers, and cycle breakers who are focused on restoring the Kula Dharma. This includes the dharmic knowledge within the family, the inner voice, that which has not been expressed throughout the generations. It usually falls upon the black sheep to confront and engage with the grief that hasn't been tended to within the family, mainly because this individual has been born with the awareness along with a heightened mental and emotional state which you can't hide. It's like once you see, you can't unsee. And often the black sheep is the one who holds the awakening and duty to heal the pain and disconnect in the lineage. Quite the responsibility, hey? Even if you're not of Bharatiya origin, the dharmic way of life offers universal truths that help reconnect with ancestral wisdom across cultures. The pagan traditions hold the same reverence to cosmic cycles and to nature. The aim to be in harmony with the natural order is the same. So, restoring one's Kula Dharma is essential as it also restores our connection to the ancestors, a vital matter in healing our karma. This ties directly into Pitru Dharma, our duty to ancestors. Through rituals, remembrance, and spiritual connection, we maintain a healthy continuity and resolve our inherited karma. And then there's also Yoga Dharma, which I touched upon in part 1, the duty of spiritual practice. This refers to the dharma associated with the various paths of yoga, each of which has its own duties, practices, and aims, but ultimately aim at the same goal of moksha. So there's Karma Yoga, the path of selfless action, Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion and love, Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge and wisdom, and Raja Yoga, the path of meditation and mental discipline. And there are many more, but we'll close on one that might matter to you personally. It is Svadharma, your personal dharma and inner calling. The most profound question is, what is my dharma? Am I on the right path? How do I align with my true purpose? Why do I feel blocked in life? Am I doing the right thing? Svadharma is your unique duty, shaped by your gunas, your qualities, your life stage, and inner nature, swabhava. Unlike borrowed beliefs or external pressures, true dharma arises from self-inquiry and alignment with your essence. A major cause of suffering is living in dissonance, going against one's innate nature. So ask yourself, am I making choices based on external expectations or my authentic truth? Am I imitating someone else's path or walking my own? If your life feels chaotic or unfulfilling, you may be working against your swabhava. Dharma is not about doing more, it's about being more of yourself, aligning with your authentic self. When you honor your true nature, you naturally align with the cosmic order, which, if you remember, is known as Rita. If your life revolves around seeking approval or reacting to others, this misalignment may be why things feel out of balance. Cosmic order is maintained when each being fulfills the purpose of their birth, which, surprisingly, is simply to be yourself, or to find ways to remove all that is not you. Seek the self, your true essence. When you embody your authentic nature, Svadharma unfolds naturally. And since this podcast is for highly sensitive listeners, here are some questions to ask yourself. Are you meeting your own needs as a highly sensitive person, someone gifted with deep intuitive and creative abilities, or are you betraying these qualities and your values to appease something outside of yourself? By living in alignment with your Svadharma, honoring who you truly are rather than who you think you should be, you contribute to the harmony of the entire universe. What if it was that easy to know that you are enough, that your existence is perfect, and to find inner harmony, you don't need to do more, but rather embody your true nature beyond conditioning and external expectations. From this place of Shraddha, the concept of inner trust and bhakti, and so much more, from this place of true strength, you can fulfill the duties and responsibilities assigned to you in this life. Some duties may be in your control, some may not, but the key is to act with dedication while surrendering attachment to the outcome. Just play your role and do your part for the goodness of your inner world and the outer world, for social harmony and your cosmic reality. The question you could then ask yourself to align with your dharmic vision is, where am I going against my nature? Just write down the list of where you are out of balance with your natural tendencies. Where are you working against yourself and not in flow? Especially out of the flow of Samanya Dharma, the ethical principles and duty that are common to everyone, the actions that benefit society. All the Dharma types share this one teaching: how to live in harmony with your own nature and the environment around you. Sanatana means eternal, and Dharma, while not confined to a single definition, ultimately refers to how life already has purpose and order. Sanatana Dharma refers to the eternal principles that uphold cosmic and moral order, guiding how life functions and how beings can live in harmony with it. So, you align your actions with Dharma, and then harmony follows. You don't manifest reality because you are the manifestation. You are already an expression of the cosmic order, Rita. Aligning with Dharma allows you to move in harmony with existence. So, you see, Dharma is not a one-size-fits-all concept, but of course it becomes one when stripped of its living ecosystem, Sanatana Dharma. My name is Bayal, and it has been my intention in this episode to guide you back to the true essence of Dharma, where its meaning thrives within its cultural and contextual richness. Hopefully you can see how cultural erasure and commodification cheat seekers of authentic wisdom. So here's your task if you're open to it. When you've identified the obstacles in the way of your Svadharma, when you've gained that clarity, aim to set goals that align with your personal vision and calling. Goal setting is essential for your Svadharma because without a clear vision of where you're headed, or if you're feeling stuck, unaligned goals can drain your desire, motivation, and willpower. This leaves you questioning your place in the world and feeling disconnected from your Svadharma. The goal provides direction, but as you grow, your understanding of it evolves. What truly matters is sincere effort and adaptability. For highly sensitive individuals, life often feels like it's happening to you, and sometimes your routines and practices may seem to slip away. The wheel of Dharma turns in accordance with karma. Our actions shape the unfolding of life, sometimes in ways we perceive as favorable, other times as challenges. This is why, as a sensitive soul, a deep thinker and a deep feeler, the yogic path, as taught by Indigenous stewards, has brought me immense inner stability and balance. Yoga sadhana is the daily discipline that cultivates clarity, inner stability, and alignment with your sankalpa. Sankalpa is the deep intention, oath, and heartfelt resolve you plant within, guiding your life's unfolding towards a meaningful goal or vision. If you too are seeking inner harmony, stability, and balance amidst the chaos and conflicts of life, then my writing and embodiment workshop next week may be exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to help you plant, embody, and nurture this seed of intention while setting clear short-term goals that align with your authentic voice and vision. This is a guided process. You just need an open and curious heart and mind and the skill of inner listening. And I know you have that depth. So if you feel the call to root into the dharmic tradition and create your life from this timeless way of seeing, specifically through Yoga Darshana, which is the path I'm walking, do join us. Registration closes in a few days. I've shared the link to join in the description box below. Rise up, warrior.